What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Shake and Bake session on the Talladega Nights channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to the world where NASCAR and chess collide. This is a very special video, but before I dive into that, I just wanted to quickly say that I seriously hope today's game has a little bit more content than yesterday's 2-for-1 special. If you have not watched that, and if you're into short games, then that video is going to be right up your alley. But back to today. This is a very special video because I finally get to live out my childhood dream of becoming a NASCAR flagman. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the goods have been acquired and the channel is officially flagged up. Not only are we flagged up, but we also have a new highest rating of 1,075, and honestly, I'm looking to build on that right now. So, without further ado, let me give you the most famous words in all of chess, and we'll jump straight into this game. Drivers, start those engines. And the green flag's in the air. Who's going to be taking the lead today? Let's see who's going to be taking it. I think it's going to be Branko 1511. Let's get this show on the road. Branko 1511 is wanting to play the most common opening in all of chess. I'm not going to oblige him. I'm going to play the Scandinavian today. And he instantly pushes up. I don't know if that's good or bad for him. But before I think about it, let me just go ahead and say that Branko 1511 is a 1,047 out of Croatia, has been a member since January of 2020. If I win this game, I jump 7 points on my ELO. If I lose 9. And if I draw, I lose 1. So let's go ahead and develop this knight and attack that pawn that he so eagerly pushed up. I'm not necessarily sure if that's good or bad. I really don't think it's that good, but I guess we'll find out. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and develop the bishop. This is the Nimzowitsch defense, Scandinavian advanced variation. I believe that's how that's pronounced. I'm going to go ahead and initiate a trade here. I'm sure he'll take it, yeah. Okay, so after that, now that this pawn, now that I've double stacked over here, I'm probably going to want to castle this way for this game. So in order to do that, I got to move my other knight and my bishop. Unfortunately, my knight cannot come here right now. So what I think I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and push up so I can at least develop my bishop. I can perhaps pin this knight to the king. Well, not so fast, my friend. This guy's just moving super fast. I really don't know why. But I do still think I'm going to develop. I just want to see, though, what if I came here, and if he doesn't do anything, I could check. I mean, I wouldn't win because I guess he would probably hop right back. So that might not be the best of ideas. All right, so what do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to develop the bishop. Let's go ahead and just put the bishop on e7. I really have no idea why he's doing that. I mean, what is he coming in here thinking he's going to do? Let's just go ahead and trade. Why not? I probably lost tempo doing that, but it's all right. Because now, I mean, look at his pawns. I mean, I really don't have the prettiest setup in the world, but my pawn setup is a lot better than his right now. All right, let's go ahead and develop. And then maybe castle next move. Yeah, let's castle real quick. Okay. For some reason, just based off of this guy's movements, you know, these first 10 moves, I feel like he's going to come here, but I don't know what it does. But just to prevent that, I'm going to push up the h-pawn to h6. He did move it. That's funny. That is funny. If he takes, I'll retake with the knight. So, let's go ahead and I think this is going to be a good place for the rook. because it's a completely open file from mine. So let's go ahead and do it, and let's pre-move a take here. All right. Since the light squared bishop's off the board, I think I might go ahead and just play h7. But I'm going to spend just a little bit of time on this and look at the position real quick. If I bring my queen here, he can't just take because I take back. This is, and if I bring the queen here, that's initiating a queen trade. I actually kind of think I like that idea. I'm going to be very interested to see what the computer says, but I think that is a better move than moving the king. So let's go ahead and do it. I don't see any checks or anything. All right, let's do it. I bet you he just trades, to be honest with you. Or he just straight up blunders his queen. What? So this game is not. Are we getting another 2-for-1 special today? Oh my gosh. The first Botez Gambit on the channel. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That deserves everything. That deserves a caution. That deserves. That, I mean, this is ridiculous. I didn't even have time. But the race is over, ladies and gentlemen. The race is over. And we got a new highest rating on the channel of 1,082. What is going on, man? But this is becoming a very funny trend. So, all right, well, let's just go ahead and do this game review real quick, and then we'll I guess we'll play another one, and you guys will get another 2-for-1 lucky special here. So, oh my goodness, wow. All right, let's see what the accuracies are going to be. 86 for myself. That's pretty good. 1750 game rating. I did have 2 inaccuracies, so let's see what happened, or let's see what those were. All right, let's go ahead and start this game review. So I played the Scandinavian and he didn't take. So it's actually a book move to not take. That is, I mean, I don't know if I've ever played this position before. I'm sure I have a while ago, but not in recent memory. I don't remember. But yeah, honestly, I mean, it was all pretty standard stuff until he just straight up blundered his queen. Okay, so that was the first inaccuracy. It wanted me to bring the queen out first. That's a mistake. And then that was the other inaccuracy. Yeah, I thought it might be, but I did just want to go ahead and restrict movement of that horse or the knight, because I mean, I knew he wanted to move it, and it's exactly what he did, and that's an inaccuracy. Putting the rook there was good. We trade, and then, I mean, just one of the worst Botez gambits you'll see. Oh, man, I mean, that is terrible. Bronco, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you Botez gambit like that, but I mean, it happens. I've definitely done that before, but I mean, he just wasn't spending enough time. I mean, look at the time. I mean, 16:27 versus 12:09. So maybe a little bit more time spent would have helped the opponent there. But yeah, so again, that's literally all she wrote. And for the 3rd straight game now on the channel, we've played 3 games, and I don't even think there's been a combined 40 moves or 45 moves. I mean, this is absolutely absurd. So, all right, can we end this trend of bad games? Let's find out. I'm going to go ahead and start another game. So let's put that green flag in the air. Drivers have already started their engines, so no need to do that. And we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into this second game. And we will see what happens here. And an early super pre move. I'm going to play the Scandinavian again. Let's see how the opponent plays it this time. I'll go ahead and pre-move just in case. But man, oh man. So, oh, my fellow American, what's up, Cam Dog? I think this might be the first time we've played another person from the United States on the channel, but we're playing Cam Dog 24. The rating is 1,077, and he's been a member since almost the exact same day as me. I think I joined June 1st, 2024, and he joined May 29th, 2024. So, very interesting, and we're very, very close in rating. And we are getting the typical Scandinavian. This is 75 to 80% of the time. This is the first 3 to 4 moves of the Scandinavian defense. All right, now let's go ahead and develop the knight. So if I win this game, I jump 8 points on my elo. If I draw, it's a split or nothing. And if I lose 8. So, all right. Now I'm thinking of doing something really, really sneaky here. I'm thinking of checking, and I mean, God forbid if he came here, that's trapping the queen, and that's another Botez gambit with that. So, I mean, it's tricky, but I mean, his only other option is to block with one of these. So, I'm going to try it. I'm honestly going to try it. Let's do it. Let's check. Okay. Now, honestly, I still could come here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could come there. I mean, depending on this might end up trapping a queen here soon. I can't foresee like 5, 6, 7 moves in a row here, but I think this is a good first stepping stone here. Let's see how he handles this. I'm going to go ahead and throw a yellow, and I'm going to slow down the pacing speed here because I really want to try and figure out exactly how I can trap this queen. Or maybe I'm just an idiot because I definitely didn't see that. What am I doing? Oh man, this is funny. What do I do here? How, how did I not see that? That's so bad. I got so carried away of trying to trap the queen. I literally just I trapped my rook instead. All right, let's try and figure this out here. This is so bad. This is terrible. For some reason, I'm really looking at this move to connect the knights and then potentially push up to block off this diagonal. All right, I'm just going to play that, I think, because, I mean, there's no way of saving that rook. And I got to save this knight. And I don't want a check coming in. So, let me just think for one more second here. I don't think there's any tactics I'm missing. Yeah, I'm going to have to play that. I think this is a good move. I mean, as terrible as this situation is, but yeah, I got to figure some stuff out real fast. What? Oh my gosh. Wow. As soon what was it? Oh, how did I not see that, man? This is terrible. This is absolutely that is 1000% the worst game I've ever played on the channel. So, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I don't even know what to say. I really don't. we lost 8 points, so now we're down to 1,074. And yeah, man, I really looked bad there. So let's go ahead and do this game review. 60, yeah, look at, I mean, he had he basically played perfect besides one inaccuracy, and I played very poorly. I played extremely poorly. So, all right. I cannot believe I thought for that long and still gave up a checkmate. That is really embarrassing, but it happens. But yeah, this is that was a blunder. Yeah, I mean, what was I thinking? I thought I was trapping it, but man, that was terrible. And yeah, I literally gave up checkmate. So this was the best move. Okay, yeah, I would, yeah, I can't believe I gave up checkmate like that. That is so bad. That is unbelievably bad. I honestly should be disqualified for that one. But ladies and gentlemen, that race is over, and it's still going to be a very short video, so I can't believe I'm saying it, but we're going to get a 3-for-1 special in this video. Honestly, let's just go ahead and start it. The engine is smoking, but we're going to go ahead and start the race. Man, oh man, I cannot believe that I gave up that checkmate like that. That was terrible. That was so bad. And naturally, we get paired up against the highest rated player that we played on the channel. So, all right, we get a little bit of redemption time here. I'm going to go ahead and play the London. And again, I'm playing another fellow American. He's rated 1186. B Chandran 11 has been a member since June of 2022. All right, I'm definitely playing an opening here that I'm comfortable with and that I won't get checkmated in 10 moves with. So, man, oh man, I just can't believe that, guys. I can't believe I spent that much time and still gave up a checkmate in one. It's pretty funny, actually. But yeah, all right. I just got to focus and worry about this game now. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and develop the other knight. See, okay. Normally you're supposed to meet c5 with c3, but then that kind of blocks in my queen. And I would like to come here if possible. But I think I'm going to push c3 just in case. Yeah, just to be safe. I should definitely be playing safe here. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's move back one to protect the b pawn. And then depending on what the opponent plays, I might castle next move here. Yeah, let's go ahead and castle. Even though this is square. I don't think he would go there. All right, let's castle. I could come here to offer a queen trade. But we'll see what the opponent plays first. Brings the rook over. So he's going to have to castle this way if he castles at all this game. I think I'm going to go ahead and offer up the queen trade. And even though my knight's here, I will still probably retake with this if he initiates the trade. I want to open up the A file for my rook. But yeah, so even after that most utmost embarrassing performance in that last game. If we win this game, I will get a new highest rating. It would be 1086. So even a draw, I think, would still be, or no, it wouldn't. So yeah, so a win would get us to 1086 and a new highest rating, pretty sure. All right. So do I trade the queens first? Trying to look at where, I mean, obviously he would retake with the knight. I'm trying to think of where maybe he would go with the knight after there. I mean, I guess maybe there, because this would be a trade. Let's go ahead and trade the queens first. Let's go ahead and take off the board what absolutely destroyed me last game. And I'll just slide this back. Might get a trade, yep. Instantly threatening that pawn. Let's go ahead and slide the rook to the e file. I still can't believe that checkmate I gave up. That's that's so funny. Oh man. But as I've said, the game giveth and the game taketh. I got a Botez Gambit and I did even worse than that. I literally just gave up checkmate and won. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so he's rerouting his knight. I think I should probably push up. Let's do it. Might have should have slid one of these rooks over here first, but yeah. Retake. Has to move that. Not only would it be a free bishop, it would also fork this rook. So certainly going to move the bishop somewhere. Yeah, he retreats. All right, let's look at some tactics here. Let's see what we can come up with here. I mean, I really do like this idea. I'm also thinking about rerouting this. I think I want to reroute my knight actually. But then he might take. I've got an isolated pawn. And then I can come here to threaten this. He'll come up. No, let's not move that knight. I think I am going to slide to C1 with this rook. Okay, if I come here, it's threatening this. I kind of like that. Let's do it. Let's do it. That also opens up the rook, the E file for my rook. Yeah, that was a good defensive move by him. He had to play that. I'm thinking about double stacking my rooks now. I feel like if I double stack my rooks, he could initiate a trade over here. Actually, let's try it. Let's just try it. Might kick the knight out and come back here. Is he thinking of blocking this way? I don't know, but let's double stack because it's threatening. Oh wait, dang! I think I did that prematurely, didn't I? Wait a minute. I still should have taken. Why didn't I take? Oh man, why didn't I take? That was bad. I had a take with a discovered check lined up if he didn't move his king. I should have just taken. That was ugly. Man, I missed that. But I'm still gonna win a pawn here. If I do that, then he takes and then I win this pawn. But still, probably could have been a whole lot better. But I am up a point in material. Oh, what if I push up? He can't retake because that pawn's pinned and it's attacking this. That's one idea. Another idea could be to come here. He probably comes here. And then I could take, making him move the rook again. Has to go back. I think that's the strategy, actually. Well, no, if I do that, he'll probably just take, right? If I come here, let's see. If I come here, he'll probably take. Yeah, he'll definitely take. So let's go ahead and let's do this first. I just saw that it looked like he initially disconnected. And he resigned. Oh my gosh. Every single game I'm playing is ending prematurely, whether it's because my opponent does something stupid or just absolutely for no reason quits, or because it's me Botez gambiting, not even Botez gambiting, just straight up giving up checkmate in one. So, all right, y'all, I promise that'll be the last game in today's video. So we got a new highest rating of 1,084. Man, this was an absolute roller coaster of a day. So let's go ahead and do this last game review real quick and see what happened here. But yeah, wow. I mean, I'm honestly speechless. Have you ever? No, I've never. I'm not even getting to wave my flags, but put the checkered flag out. The race is over. Stage 1, 2, and 3, they're all over. All right, let's start this game review. I had 90% accuracy. That is a beautiful comeback from what was the ugliest loss I might have ever had. I really needed that bounce back. Look at these accuracies. I had 98% opening accuracy and an 87 in the middle. Yeah, wow. I might just start playing the London every time I have the white pieces right now because I mean that guy was rated 100 something points higher than me and he straight up resigned. So, all right, let's start this review. So, like I said, I played the London. These should all be the book moves. Yeah, we trade. Okay, so C3 was best. Yeah, I mean, I've seen and read online in multiple places that whenever the opponent comes in the London system, you know, or maybe if it's even not the London, but just C5, when the opponent plays C5, you match with C3, you know, especially considering when your pawn's already on D4. So that was the best move. Both of those were excellent. Castling's best. I offered up a trade of the queens. He didn't take it, so I initiated. Slide back so I don't double stack this pawn here, because he definitely would have taken. I mean, he took either way, but I'd rather double stack these two than this setup. That would be a little bit more wonky. All right. Okay. Okay, so that was the best move. And recapturing wasn't an accuracy. They wanted him to develop the knight. Okay. So sliding there is an inaccuracy. It wanted me to push up. To force an isolated pawn. Let's just show that idea real quick. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. All right. That was the blunder. Okay. It did want me to go there. Wait, hold on. Why did it want me to go there? Oh, because when it takes, I take and then recapture. That's why. So I went a pawn there. Okay. I definitely missed that tactic. And I thought that was a good move by them, but it was actually an inaccuracy. I mean, granted, he was protecting that. And I might be my only miss or bad move of the game, really. Yeah, I mean, I found it afterwards, but yeah, I should have just taken. I probably would have taken with this with the ideas of a potential discovered check, but the best move was actually to take with that rook and give a check. But instead, I double stack. Yep. And that was the best move. Yep, that was literally the best move. At the end of the game, we played 24 moves. So literally within the past 5 games, I mean, we might have played 80 moves combined, and that's a big if. So I really don't know what to say other than I hope y'all enjoyed these games. Man, that second one, how embarrassing was that, giving up that maiden one? But I'm going to learn from that. Hopefully, y'all learned something as well. And yeah, we're definitely going to come back better and stronger for next time. And I'm going to make sure that I don't embarrass myself like that again on the channel. All right, y'all, that'll wrap it up for this video. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. You got a 3-for-1 special today. Will the next video be a 4-for-1 special? I guess we'll just have to find out. But thank you again for tuning in. Y'all stay safe. Have a great day. And remember, if you ain't first, you're last.